My name is Stefan. This is the Moshpit on Sin, and we have an interview with a local Melbourne band. We've got two gentlemen with us. We've got Scott and Matt from Terrestrials. How are you, gentlemen?
Good, man.
Excellent. So, Terrestrials, they're an alternative rock band, and they draw influences from bands such as Carnival, Dead Letter Circus, Tool, Incubus, Periphery, and Tesseract. Great bunch of bands. So, gentlemen, we've got Scott on vocals, and we've got Matt on drums. So we just mentioned the bands that you guys draw influence from. So what is it about those bands that inspire, I guess, the band's sound?
Yeah, I guess the ambience and the overall sort of feeling that they put out.
Super melodic, but not at the same time. You know, you got the contrast. The bands like Carnival, for me, that was where it really began. You know, just huge, just a massive sound. It was incredible. Really kicked off.
And the technical ability as well.
Yeah, incredible.
It's always interesting, what's the word for it? Highs and lows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super dynamic.
That's the one.
So let's. Why don't you tell us how the band got together? You guys haven't been around for very long. You guys.
We've actually been around for ages.
Really?
We only just recently changed our name and sort of did a bit of a revamp.
Sort of semi-reformed, I suppose.
So what was the old name?
We don't want to tell you.
We don't want to talk about that one. Next question. It sounds like a really bad vampire movie.
Silver Stakes.
Yeah.
No good if you got a lisp.
It was before Twilight, so that's my
Oh, it was before Twilight?
Before Twilight.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you changed the band name, and then was it like the same lineup? Did you guys all get together, or?
It was, but we recently lost our bass player
yeah.
and gained another one who's a bloody legend. He's just over there. He sort of took a different road in life and became a helicopter pilot and sort of, followed his career in that way, which is really good, and he's doing really well. And
his life was just, going in a different direction to us. We were pretty headstrong and keen to pursue the music. It's always been a thing for us, and I think it probably always will be.
So how's the new bass player? He's not on the EP, is he?
No.
He's on the EP. All right, so now you guys, I thought you guys only formed last year, but that was Terrestrials in its current form.
Technically.
Yeah, so the writing and recording process of this album, it's been in the works for a very long time, is that right?
Yes and no.
Could say that. Yeah.
It's sort of probably the last 3 years we've been doing stuff. Our old bass player had his own setup at home, and we were sort of doing it out of his lounge room, which was working relatively well because you got all the time in the world to do everything you want to do, but at the same time I guess the urgency's not there because you don't have to pay anything or do anything, so we
just too comfortable.
Yeah,
we
took too long, and
we
decided we needed to step it up and do it properly and pay someone to do it. So we got in contact with Bo McKee. He's a bloody legend too.
Yeah.
And started that early last year. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it probably took us 3 months, 4 months,
including mastering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more.
Yeah, it took us a little longer than we thought, but
we went 6 days over budget. 6 days?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we spent a bit more than we needed to.
Little optimistic, but that's all right.
We forgot our songs are a bit longer than 3 minutes, some of them.
And we didn't go for the traditional, 4 or 5 song EP. We thought we'd extend it a little further because just those 6 songs kind of locked together. They just seemed right to have them
go
all
well together, so they
sort of work
seamless.
Yeah, all or nothing.
Now, you've got a music video for the song we're about to play called In Sands Between. So what can you tell us about this song in particular?
It's quite an old song now. For me, lyrically, it's about self-reflection. Just sitting in my own space and reflecting on my life. Ready to make a change in a more positive direction. It's pretty much the feel of the song.
Awesome. Well, Terrestrials will be back with us right after this song that they wrote called In Sands Between. You're on Pitmasters on Sin. In Sands Between by Terrestrials there. You're on the Moshpit on Sin with Stefan, and we've got Scott and Matt
Hey,
from
man.
Terrestrials here.
Hello.
Hey.
Awesome. Now, so can you guys just tell us some local bands that you've been into lately? Maybe not Carnival Dead Letter Circus, we've already talked about them a lot. Maybe some of the smaller bands.
Yeah, cool.
We've been a little bit out of the loop lately, I guess. We're playing with a couple of really good guys. We've been playing with Crash and Burn for a long time. They're a good bunch of guys. Really good music. I think they're either recording another album or they've just recorded another album.
Yeah, you can check out their album. Came out a couple of years ago.
I think they just dropped a
Pretty solid.
video clip as well.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess you can just say you have a couple of shows coming up. There's a few other support bands of those performing with you. Can you tell us about those bands?
Crash and Burn are.
Crash and
Yeah,
Burn.
they'll
Yeah.
be there. I
Yeah.
think they are on 2nd, which would be about 9:30, roughly.
Something like that.
There's another band called Sharrow. I think at the moment they're playing as an all-instrumental band. They're like all-out prog. They're super techy and really interesting and
Good
quite,
fun.
Yeah, quite high energy. They'll be playing as well. I think they're on pretty early as well. Yeah, and that will be at the Brunswick Hotel.
So you guys finding a lot of bands that I guess have like a similar kind of style to you and playing with them.
Reasonably.
Yeah.
I mean, we feel like we don't really sit.
I think there's a lot more hardcore and that sort of stuff out there than
Yeah.
what we're doing. It's kind of...
It's quite hard to find bands that you really feel like you got strong similarities with.
Yes.
I mean, you got, elements, but
It's kind of one side or the other. We're in the middle somewhere,
yeah.
I guess.
But the ones that are similar style to you, I guess that the scene, the kind of alternative rock prog scene. How's it in Melbourne? Is it good?
We haven't been playing enough
Yeah.
in recent years to have a really good idea. Our friends at Crash and Burn seem to think that it's kind of died down a little bit. The prog scene has kind of, taken a bit of a step backward, but we're hoping that, us and those guys and a bunch of other bands can get it happening again, because it's pretty awesome.
Kick-started again.
Yeah, pretty
So
awesome when it's happening.
What has the reaction been to the EP from the local scene and maybe even overseas? Have you received any overseas feedback?
We had one Japanese radio station email us, but they never got back to us,
Yeah,
but,
that's
which
a
was
shame.
weird. Yeah.
Because that's a huge market.
Yeah. I think we might try and push that one a bit.
Well, my mum really likes it, so that's a good thing.
Everything I've got's been pretty good, except I had one truck driver from work over hear it when I was showing someone else, and he was just like, "Oh, what is that? That just sounds like a crappy 80s band." Okay.
No guitar or anything.
I'll tell my
jeez.
friends.
Rough. Ouch.
So you got any more music in the works, or are you just focusing on the shows now?
We got a mixed balance of the two, really. We've got a bunch of material we're working on at the moment. Yet we're trying to get shows at the same time.
Yeah.
Trying to, we practice twice a week, so we kind of balance our time between, getting ready for the shows and producing new material, because we want to implement them into the shows, the new works.
Want to
So-
sort of start looking at getting an album ready as well, like enough material to sort of start thinking about that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though that the EP is relatively new, we've been playing these songs for an eternity. I mean, we're going to keep playing them, obviously, because we love them, but just want to keep it fresh.
And hopefully people will sing along now.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's the aim.
So we're about to play Bones, which is my personal favourite on the EP.
Sweet.
Is what's your favourite song on the EP?
Mine, I think I'd have to go with The I think that was the first song for us that really
That's sort of,
pinpointed our direction in our
Yeah.
sound. Like, the real super ambient yet energetic and aggressive, but also melodic. That's the start of
start
what we
of
do.
Terrestrials, end of Silver Stakes.
That's it.
Do we agree on Motivator?
Yeah, I'd probably say the same too. And the Bo did an amazing job on it. That's probably my favourite sound wise as well, from a recording point of view.
I think that guitar riff, for me, it's timeless.
Yeah,
Adrian did
it
an
is good.
incredible job on that.
Awesome. Now, Terrestrials will be performing at the Brunswick Hotel on July 23rd and at the Evelyn on August 12th. Both those shows are in Melbourne, of course. Check out the band on facebook.com/terrestrialsmusic. And they have a really slick website, terrestrialsmusic.com. Their self-titled EP is out now. Thanks so much for coming in, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having us.
Now, we will end with another song, like I said, my favourite, Bones. Can you tell us about Bones?
Bones. It's actually an old song as well. Once again, for me, lyrically, it was the start of, climate change. That's, when I first really started to get an idea of what was happening. That's the vibe.
Bit of a wake-up call.
Yeah. So it's a little while ago now, but it's just as relevant.
Sure is. All right, this is Terrestrials, Bones. Thanks again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
This is Bones. You're on the Moshpit on Sin.